Welcome to another Pilates Reformer workout. Today's a special workout. We're doing an express version of an extended workout that you will see on my membership. Now, we will optionally use a ball. If you don't have a ball, don't worry. You could grab a small pillow or just leave it out. In the extended workout, which you can join my membership to access, we're going to work in a lot of back extension. We'll use the box as well. Today, we're going to do a more narrowed version, full body, in just a short amount of time. We'll start with 3 heavy springs and 1 light spring. Headrest will be up. We'll start lying down and we'll get started. While you're getting situated, please subscribe and check out my membership in the link below. You'll get weekly workout plans, exclusive videos, and more. So let's start with the heels on the foot bar in Pilates V. Heels together, toes apart, really flexing at the ankle. We're going to bring the spine into neutral, so bottom of the sacrum is really heavy, ribs are down, collarbone wide. Exhale, extend the legs long. Shift your legs if you need to. Deep breath in at the top, exhale, return. Knees should be about as wide as your shoulders. Somewhere in there, it doesn't have to be really exact. Exhaling as we press out, really taking this time to focus on the core stabilization. Even though we're primarily moving the legs, everything is being controlled and supported through the center. Good. Let's take 3 more. Taking care not to rock our toes back and forth. I'm going to keep the toes pulled toward your nose the whole time. Final 2. And last one. Good. Bring it all the way in. Balls of the feet on the foot bar, heels lifted. Heels are together, toes are apart. Knees still slightly wide or somewhat wide. Big breath in. Exhale. Extend the legs long, zip the inner thighs together. Heels stay high. Bend the knees, bring it in. So we're going to feel inner thighs, among other things. So really try to take a moment to find that stretch. I used to be a pretty serious ballet student, and we also always used to talk about that sense of not just moving through the positions, but finding your moment. That's what we want to do while we're here. Helps us make sure that we're getting that full extension through the leg, that sense of oppositional pull, as if the toes and heels are pulling forward and your head and shoulders are pulling behind you. Maybe focusing on your head more than your shoulders so they don't end up going up to your ears. Let's take 2 more. And last one. Good. All the way in, let's bring heels down to the outer corners, still in external rotation, knees wide. Big breath in. Exhale, extend the legs straight. Bend the knees, bring it in. Exhale, extend. Bend the knees, bring it in. And use this sort of intro moment, especially while we're warming up, to check in with your body. It really pays to start to zero your focus in on where you feel stable, where you feel unstable, where you feel like things are wiggling. You kind of have to quiet your mind a little bit to really listen to your body, but it will give you super important information that you can use to get more out of your workouts and feel better while you're doing them. Let's take 2. And last one. Good. Bring it all the way in. Turn to internal rotation. So heels are arches, still in the outer corners. Knees have rotated in, heels are still out. Rotating inward through the hips. We're going to press out. The knees will separate. Keep the internal rotation. Knees come back together at the bottom. Adjust your feet if you need to. Check in with your spinal alignment. We're going to press out and in 7 more times. Exhale. And as a reminder, especially if you haven't worked out with me before, use that really dramatic exhale, that sense of blowing out candles or blowing up a balloon, to cue your deep core. So every time we press out, we're going to exhale. Feel as if your hip bones are pulling towards each other and your pubic bone is pulling up toward your sternum without actually tilting. Let's take 2 more. Hopefully feeling some interesting spots in your hips start to activate if you're not used to this internal rotation. Good. Bring it all the way in. Roll on up to sitting. We're going to switch to 2 heavy springs. For me, that's 2 reds on my Balance Body machine. roll down. If you have the ball, grab it and place it behind the right knee for starters. If you don't have the ball, you can use a pillow or you can just keep the leg in tabletop if that works. So get comfortable, find your nice neutral position in the pelvis. Knee is going to be just about over the hip on that free leg. Left heel on the foot bar, flex feet on both sides. Deep breath in, cue the cord before you press out. Keep that heel really flexed and back. Good, gently squeezing the ball if you have it or the pillow with your right leg. Almost the sensation of pressing your heel toward your hamstring and out. Good. Next time you come in, bring the knee in toward the chest and squeeze. Bring it back up over the hip. Bring the knee in toward your chest. Squeeze the prop if you have it. And back for more. Press out. Knee comes a little bit toward the chest without scooping the pelvis under. And one. Good. Now we're going to press out. Leg comes out to the side and back. So you have a little squeeze on that ball. We're going to challenge the obliques. The knee doesn't have to come all the way out to the side, doesn't need to be full 90 degrees. What we're aiming for is far enough to the side that your pelvis is stable but your obliques are firing. You can have a little squeeze on the ball or the pillow if you like. Good. Now we're going to take circles. Press out, the knee goes down, around, and up, and back. Out. Gentle squeeze on the prop, down, around, and out, and up. Two more. Of course, if you don't have the ball, leg is going to be in tabletop. Good. Let's reverse. Gentle squeeze on the ball. Knee goes around, reversing directions. Still using your breath. Relaxing your forehead muscles. That's a reminder for myself too. And up. Very good. Bring it all the way home. Your left leg might be a little tired after all that, but that's good. Let's bring the right heel to the foot bar. Left leg hugs the ball or your pillow or just comes to tabletop. Both feet flexed, pressing that right heel into the foot bar. We're going to go out and in for 4. Knee goes right in line with your toe. This leg might be a little more tired after we did some squeezing on the other side. That's okay. Let's take 2 more. Lots of pressure through the heel will really kick on the glutes and the hamstrings for you here. And try to keep your spine in neutral. Good. Now we're going to just squeeze the ball as we bring the knee in a little bit and back to the starting point. Squeeze the ball or the pillow as you bring the knee in and extend and back. If you don't have the prop, just pulse the knee. You don't have to squeeze anything. Good. Now we're going to press out. Knee comes to the side. Back to center. Press out, squeeze the ball, knee goes to the side. And I find that at about 45 degrees for me is about where I really start to feel that stabilization happening, that extra work in the core. Your mileage may vary. Good. Now let's press out. The knee is going to go out, down, and around. Back. Press out. Knee goes around and up. Oops, I got so focused on my left knee that I forgot to straighten my right knee fully. That's good. It's good to have a lot of things to think about. Let's reverse. Now my knee is going down, around, and up. Gently squeezing the ball or the pillow if you have it. Feeling the obliques engage here. And last one. Very nice. All right, let's take that ball out from behind the knee. Place it down if you have it. Walk your feet as wide as your foot bar. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Just breathe and try to relax everything in your body. Don't try to grip anything. Knees go to the other side. Good. When you're ready, sit up nice and tall. If you have a ball, you're going to place it under the upper back, kind of where your shoulder blades would be. If you don't, you're going to lie down with your head on the headrest to start. Still on those two reds. You're on the ball or curled up, hands behind the head, feet in Pilates V, toes on the bar, heels lifted. Spine is still neutral, so we don't have the pelvis curled under. The sacrum is still really heavy, like your tailbone is an anchor. Elbows wide, press the legs straight, bend the knees, bring it in, adjust if you need to. Good. Let's get ready to go out again. Deep breath in, exhale, core is on. Bend the knees, heels stay high. Come back home. Exhale, and back. And in. Make sure your ribs stay down. Feel as if your belly button is pulling up toward your sternum. Last two. And one, relax your forehead. Hold here. Lower and lift the heels under for 8. Still in your Pilates V. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the heels, bend the knees, bring it home. Place your head on the headrest or take a little extension over the ball if you like. Bring the feet to parallel rather. Lift the heels, balls of the feet on the foot bar. We're going to lift or extend out, bend the knees, bring it home. Feet are hip distance apart. Press out and back. Let's go for 6 and back. Good. You can support your head in your hands here. Try to keep most of the work in your core rather than in your neck muscles as much as you can. Let's take 2 and 1. Good. Let's press all the way back out. We're going to run. Bend one leg, extend the other. Bend one leg, extend the other. The spring light is low, so we should be able to have a better time of stabilizing here. It's more about the core control than it is about what we're getting through the legs. Good. Last one. Now let's try something different. We're going to hop. Hop. Taking one foot off the bar. If this doesn't feel good to you, take the standard run. So I'm taking the weight off of one foot. I'm tapping the toe to the top of the bar. That's the bent leg. Good. 2 more sets. It's sort of like a pony, if you remember that dance from back in the day. All right, 1 bonus set. Good. Lift both heels, bend the knees, bring it in. Place your head down and or extend over the ball if you need to. 1 more set. Sit up. We're going to take a little bit for obliques, a little bit more footwork related to core work. So we're going to lift the heels, press out. Good. Let's bring the right leg to tabletop. We're going to extend it over the bar to prep. We're going to bend that knee, bring the left elbow, twist the torso, extend forward. Try to keep your spine in neutral, heavy sacrum. So here, rather than just bringing the elbow and doing nothing with the torso, think about like your torso is a wet towel that you need to twist. Wring out, rather. Let's go for 3. Last 2. And 1. Good. Right for the other side. Right foot on the bar. We'll take left leg over the bar to start. You twist. Right elbow to left knee. Trying to shine your left armpit over to the left side. Also trying not to curl under the pelvis. 4 more. Last 3. Getting obliques here. Final 2. Last 1. Good. Bring it all the way home. You can extend over the ball if you like to. I'm just going to lie down. That's going to feel better to me today. Place your feet in a butterfly position on top of the foot bar. So soles of the feet together, knees wide. Place your hands wherever it allows you to feel rested and released and comfortable. If your reformer is on the floor, you can take your arms out to a T. That might be a little too intense if your reformer has legs, but feel free to try it. You can also bring your hands up to a goalpost position. Place your hands on the frame, moving away from the shoulder blocks a little to give yourself a little bit of shoulder and chest release. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Relax your forehead and face muscles. Let's take one more big inhale before we move on. Exhale. And let's move on to the next exercise. Alrighty, let's switch on to one blue spring or one light spring. Come to sitting cross-legged, facing the posts. Grab the straps into your hands. Cross the ropes, one on top of the other. It doesn't matter which one is on top. Place the straps in your hands, palms face up. We're sitting crisscross applesauce. If you feel like this is not comfortable for you, you could sit on a pillow or on a moon box or something to make it more comfortable. That's a small box. Palms face up, elbows tight to the rib cage. Try to get yourself sitting up really tall, so not hunched or extended back, just really stacked. Hands will start forward and slightly together. We're just going to begin opening up the hands, keeping the palms up and elbows tight to the rib cage. Try to keep your ribs down for this one, using your core to stabilize. Wrists are really straight. Your upper back muscles are really going to start to kick on here. Nice. Let's take another 4. Last 3. 2, probably feeling some rotator cuff work, some biceps too, and 1. Good, just for superstitious reasons, cross the opposite strap on top, grab the straps again, palms up. Now we're going to incorporate a back extension into this movement. Elbows tight to the body, really stacked again, neither arched nor curved. We're going to open the hands. Now open your chest up to the ceiling, hinging at your upper mid-back and back. Open the hands, extend back. So you'll see that I'm sending my shoulders back, my head back, and my chest up, but I'm basically keeping the lower part of my spine still. It's like I'm bending backwards over something. And if you did the members version of this video, you'll see that we just did it over the box. Good, let's take another 4. And here we should really focus on squeezing the shoulder blades together in the back. Finding that full extension as best as we like. I'm certainly feeling the rotator cuff work, which is good. Very, very nice work. Okay, let's bring the carriage to a close. Keep the straps in one hand. Switch onto one heavy spring headrest down. We will face the back poles. Legs will go through the shoulder blocks over the headrest. If you need to cross your legs, do so now. We'll be one hand distance away from the back edge of the mat. Sitting up really tall to start, palms up. We're going to go for our bicep curls. Elbows lift. We bend and extend, long spine to start. So try to bring your ribs right over your hips. If you need a mirror or your phone recording you to tell how you're doing, feel free to do that. Exhale, palms come forward toward your ears. Core kicks on. As soon as you start pulling those straps toward you, even before. Good. 2 more. Last one. Arms extend forward. Now, scoot forward a little if you need to. Palms face each other. We're going to roll back to a nice big curl. Palms flip up. Belly button is drawing back. Bend and extend the elbows in your curl. Elbows stay high. Kick on your breath just before you start bending the elbows and drawing the straps forward. If you need to switch your legs, do so now. 4 more. Last 3. Final 2. And 1. Good, sit up nice and tall. Good, switch your legs again if you like to. Palms will face your nose. We're going to hinge back. Keep the elbows high, hinge forward. Good. Hinge back. Elbows stay lifted. Use your core, hinge forward. Shoulders stay wide. 1 more. Inhale. And back. Good. Now this time I hinge back. I'm going to flip my palms to face each other. Reach back. Arms come around and back up. Palms face me to start. Hinge. Palms flip to face each other. Extend back. Good. Arms come around and forward. One more. Bend your elbows. Hinge back. Palms face your ears. Reach back behind you. Fold over your leg. Fold a little bit forward. Arms reach back and front. Good. Switch your legs. Let's get into a little bit of rowing. Knuckles together. Lift through the spine. Roll back. Belly button is being pulled back behind you. Reach the arms out to the side. Carriage stays still. Dive your head forward. Grasp the hands in the back. Bend and extend. Carriage moves. Reach the arms up. Work your shoulder mobility. Control the arms as they come forward, sit up tall. Two more. Knuckles together. Knuckles to chest. Or sternum round back. Arms reach out. Dive your head. A little pressure in the straps. Clasp the hands. Bend. Extend. Reach up. Arms forward. Unfurl the spine. Knuckles together. One last time. Round back. Extend the arms out. Pressure into the straps. Dive forward. Grasp the hands behind you. Bend. Extend. Reach up and around. Restack the spine. Very nice. All right. We will finish up with something nice. I'm going to be nice. Let's put a heavy spring and a light spring headrest up if it's not up already. Grab your two straps and come to lying down. We'll go with feet and straps. So we'll keep it nice and simple, short and sweet. Feet go in the straps, toes up to the ceiling, and as always, if you've worked out with me before, keep the bottom of your sacrum heavy on the mat. So what we don't want to see is, as the toes come up, lifting through your low back. That's the opposite of what we want. We want the toes to go down, and as we lower and lift, the toes come up. We're hinging at the hips, thinking about your tailbone being heavy like an anchor. So your body's a ship, right? That's our metaphor that we're going for. We've dropped anchor. Where is that anchor? That anchor is your tailbone. Your anchor is so heavy that your ship isn't going to start floating away, right, off into the ocean. No, your anchor is super strong. That's not letting your butt come up off of the mat. It's anchored down. So let's keep that sensation. If that visual isn't doing it for you, think about, instead of just more the toes coming up to the ceiling, thinking about creasing at the hip. You could even put your hands right on top of your hip bones and try to fold your legs over your pinky finger. Right? We want to find that maximum fold. If you're lifting your hips up off the mat, you're going to get less of that fold, right? You want to squash the pinky finger with your legs. Two more like this. And last one. Good. Leg circles, everyone's favorite. Open the toes at the top, down, around, squeeze the legs together before you move up. Same concept as that like dance find your moment thing that we talked about before. So we want contact between the legs on the bottom before we rise up. And it doesn't need to be really separated, but we don't want to just kind of be like having the legs doing their own circles, right? They move as a unit as we lower and lift, right? Three more here. Although maybe that concentric circles idea is an interesting one, but not today. Good. Reverse. Now legs lower together. Open at the bottom, draw around, squeeze together at the top, and then we lower down. Open, around, and up. So I think on this one, it's easier for people to lift the sacrum up without thinking about it, because the feet are coming up. It's kind of easy for the low back to lift, especially if you're riding the springs, meaning not controlling them. So your job is to focus on keeping your heavy sacrum. The bottom of your sacrum is your anchor point. You're trying to keep your pelvis as steady as possible. Now, leg circles like this off of the mat or on the arc barrel, for example, are a core exercise, less so a leg exercise. So think about that as your legs are moving. It's all about core control, right? So use that to your advantage. Good. Last one. We will finish up, find a nice big juicy butterfly stretch, soles of the feet together, feet come down to the mat or into the well, holding on to the ropes for support here. Big breath in. Do a loud, embarrassing breath. Who cares, right? Extend your right leg out to the side. Big flexed foot. Pull the rope in toward your side. Find your deep stretch. Left leg out to the side. Big flex. Pull the rope in toward your side. Flex feet up to the ceiling. Push into the ropes to get there. Flex feet, heels over your hips. Once again, heavy anchor sacrum here. Not lifting the hips up to, or the sacrum up to go get the feet back. That's probably going to be less productive than just flexing the feet and driving the hip bones down into the mat while you press the heels up to the ceiling. Let's bend one leg, extend the other. On switch. Good. Switch. And switch. Good. Both legs up to the ceiling. Wide straddle. Wherever feels comfortable to you. Hold on to the ropes for support. Good. Bring your legs together, straps come off of the feet, and you are all done. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you being here. Truth be told, I was in a stank mood when I started this workout, and I feel much better. I hope you feel good too. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and check out my membership. I really think you're gonna like it. It's got weekly workout plans, exclusive videos. There are over 75 people signed up right now, and a lot who have been with me for almost a year at this point, so there's a lot of fun stuff there to keep you active and engaged in your workouts. Speaking of which, thank you so much to all of the members who are here with me. So appreciate your support. It goes a long way in making this content available to everybody on YouTube. And super duper extra special thanks to my members who have been with me for 6 months or more. And again, almost up to a year. Where does the time go? I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Oh, P.S. If you want the longer version of this workout, it's available in the membership, so go get that.